All right, everyone. We have really cool news for you for Blood Reaver. So they just gave us a new update, and there's a bunch of new abilities as you can see here. So you got Bartov's Writ, Wormhole, Shadow Phase, I believe that's what it's called, or yeah, Phage, and Knight's Veil. Okay, all new utilities. I think there actually it says it in the bottom here. There are a bunch of new abilities. There's leveling up now. I'm loving this game so far. So what we're going to do is we're going to play now with some of the same stuff we've used, just talk about the game a little bit, but we're going to do videos using the new ones as well. So stay tuned for a lot more content on this game. And when I saw this update, I saw the leveling. I said this game is becoming everything I wanted it to. It's interesting because obviously the reason I even ever attempted this game, right, and tried to play it when I first saw it was it reminded me of the old school zombie experience. Right now, don't get me wrong. Anybody who told you that this is some kind of ripoff or something like that is lying. Right? This is not in any way, shape, or form a ripoff of what the Call of Duty zombies that I played. When I was gaming growing up and loved. This has a completely different vibe to it in the sense of the weapons are all different, the abilities are all different, the enemies are all different, but it's the structure of that. And so that was the appeal to me initially. That's the reason I was like, I'm going to give this a shot. And everything I've seen since then as they update the game, and it's early access, so it's not like, you're getting an update every day, right? You're getting an update every couple weeks, once a month, but every time they give an update, it's something that you go, "Oh, that's really cool." Right? It's new weapons. Now they just dropped this new leveling system. Now I don't know if I missed, maybe this had been in there before. I don't think so. But them dropping a leveling system on us like this was crazy to me. I didn't see this coming, and maybe there's roadmaps I missed or something. But it's like I was hyped to see this, right? And I think everybody that would play this game is hyped to see this because it's just another part of making this into a game that is fully functioning, fully playable, more than just let me get a run in, right? Actually having a game here. And I think so far I've been really, really happy with how the early access for this has gone. Like I said, it's not like you're getting an update every day, right? You don't wake up every day to a new update in this. And it's not a game yet that I'm like, okay, let me, play this every day. But that's because it's in early access. It's just starting out. It's brand new in the sense of I guess it's saying brand new might be the wrong word, but it's new, it's in early access. And when they do give us those once a month, every couple of weeks updates, they always hit, right? It always brings you back to play. And the fact that it does gives me great excitement for what's coming in the future. Because if these updates are so good that I have to stop what I'm doing and go try out the new thing that they added, that means once this is finished completely, right? Once we get, not even finished completely, once it's, kind of in a more matured build, this is something I'm going to hopefully be playing a lot more than every time there's a new update, right? This is something that's going to be grindable. This is something that's going to be, hopefully played by a lot of people. And I do think Call of Duty has, in a sense, abandoned this format of zombies almost. This game has not abandoned that at all, right? They are embracing it. And I think they're giving a little bit of a spin on it that may make it, hey, okay, this is fun to do, especially with things like a leveling up system. That's going to make me play this game a lot more just by them adding that, right? I want to get to that max level. Now, how long it takes me to get there, we'll see. I don't even know what the XP looks like, but these are the things that make games like this even more fun. And when you think about this game being on PC, and one of the things that got me into PC gaming, actually, I shouldn't say one of the things. The thing that got me into PC gaming, the only thing that made me get a PC and play was modded Call of Duty World at War zombie maps. I remember I was on YouTube and I was watching this channel do this like it was some, I forgot the name of the map now. It was some pirate ship map. This is when I was, younger. And it was this pirate ship map, and I was watching him. I was like, that looks so cool, right? This looks awesome. I want to play that map. That's the way I felt about it. So I was trying to figure out, how do you get this on Xbox? And obviously I quickly found out, well, you can't get it on Xbox, right? This is a PC only thing because you can only mod them on the PC. So I immediately was like, all right, I bought like an Alienware laptop because of it, and I never looked back from PC gaming after that. But the point is that I still play those maps today, some of the modded zombies, because they were that good. They are that fun. That people are still buying World at War, Black Ops. I think it's 2 or 3. I forgot which one exactly. For the sole reason of that game, you can get custom modded zombie maps. It makes it playable forever, right? It really does. And they had like, I remember there was a realism mod where you could actually start with perks. You could start like there was a ranking up system in Call of Duty World at War Zombies. So the modding community kept that game alive for forever, like just eternity. That game will never die, right? Neither of them will, because of the ability to download. I remember, I think the name of the website was zombiemodding.com is where I got my maps. There's another one too, but I remember zombie modding more than anything. And so I guess how it applies to this is this game has all of the same kind of potential of being that style of game where it's just never ending updates, never ending new maps, new weapons, new things to do, and an entire community to be here to say like, hey, we're going to play this. Like, you should add this, you should add this. And I don't know. I haven't read anything. I don't know if the developers would ever even, I don't know if they have plans to like kind of give. I'm pretty sure Call of Duty almost gave out I'm pretty sure they almost gave out mod tools and stuff. So I don't know if that is even something they're considering. So I'm not saying that, right? Because if that's not something they're considering, then that's their prerogative. I'm just saying it has that type of potential, right? These type of games can have that. Oh, I got to get out of here. Let me hit this. It has that type of potential, and I'm excited for it. And this is really like to be honest with you, this is basically round one, right? Like we're not even in right now. This game is one map and some guns. That's it. So we are a long ways away from this thing being some type of finished product. So I'm pumped about it, and you can see it here. Also, I think they like one of the things I like too is I just saw it. All right, we reached level 6. So cool, so freaking awesome. Um, One of the things I like about this too is so you have your perks, right? Obviously, you have your loadout, as you can see down here. That's part of it, and that's cool. You have your perks, you have your loadout, you have your typical weapons. You also have like the special weapons, right? You have like the special weapon spots. I don't even know what those are, but they're I'm trying to think of one of the ones we've used, but they're different guns that are on top of the guns that you already had, And so I think they've added just a few things that really add to the experience. Oh shit, let's see. Obviously, if I had to say anything somewhat, like I said, it's early access. The only thing right now that is a somewhat negative to me is I think like, and I could always do my own research, so I don't even know if I would call this really a negative, but I feel like the explaining of what each perk does and all of that, like I think they're working on something with that. Actually, maybe after this game, we'll look and see if they've added that as part of the update. But like almost like the codex element, which I think they have coming soon next to it, that to me would be the next big update I would love to see from anything besides like new content. Just because like I'm still kind of at a loss in terms of what does this weapon do? What does this upgrade do? And so that's, it takes away a little bit from the planning of it. But like I said, I'm also maybe just being lazy. I could always look that up. This is early access, so it's understandable that wouldn't even be in there yet. But that would be, I think, the only thing the only part of it that frustrates me at all so far. Everything else, even the first time I played this, and I don't know if I got better or if there was an update that happened that changed it, but the first time I played this, I felt like you couldn't really run away from zombies in any meaningful way. Like I just felt like the zombies were, in Call of Duty when you're running, trains, stuff like that, and it's like okay, you could just kind of you could get by. When you could get by a zombie and when you can't, or to a 95% degree. Now, sometimes you get clipped by one, you're like, "Oh, fuck, I shouldn't have done that." But usually you know to like a pretty high degree, "Okay, I'm not gonna get hit for this one." The first time I played this, I felt like I did not know that at all, and I was dying pretty early based off that. The second time I picked the game up, that was completely gone. Like, this game now, none of the deaths that I've had, I look at and I go, "That was unfair, I didn't expect that." Every death I had is because I do something stupid. You know, like, whether it's I'm trying to use a gun I shouldn't, I'm running through zombies that I shouldn't. It's not in that's pretty cool to me because that's key, right? It gets very frustrating if you die and you're like, "Man, I know I just died there, but I don't think that was my fault. I think that was more on the game." The first time I played it, I thought maybe it's me, but it could be the game. Second time I played it, I was like, "You know what? This is perfect. This is exactly how it should be." So I don't know if you just saw, we just picked up one of those weapons I was telling you about, and I'll show you that in a second. Like if I go down right now, the reason is because I'm using this gun instead of my best one. But let's go. I like going down here. This has been my favorite spot so far. Let me just go down here, and I want to show you. I don't know if this is a smart time to use it, but I want to show you. Oh, what the hell is this? Okay. Oh, this is the other thing. They added in these big dudes, so we'll use it on him, actually. Completely forgot about those big dudes. Now, this area is my favorite. This is the best I've had, is in this area, but it's also not perfect. So this is what I was talking about. This is that other kind of weapon that you have outside of your normal weapons. Like I said, it just adds another thing on top of it, right? It's just cool. And now that recharges, so we'll get that back at some point. Like, it's just kind of cool, you know? So this thing, we were able to take it down to it has two modes it's in. It starts in the one we just saw. Once you do enough damage to it, it goes down into this, and then you take it out. But oh, we easily took it out. So that thing did a lot of damage. Those are a nuisance, right? And I'm saying that in a good way of like that adds a ton to this game. Having that big guy chase you around because it like otherwise you can kind of just sit there and usually you just like that makes you have to rethink your whole strategy. Ammo is another thing in this that I've really not not kind of found the solution to. I'm always running out of ammo, which once again I don't think is necessary. What the hell was that the box is moving. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing either. I'm not saying that in a negative way. That adds to the challenge of it. Especially early on, as you saw, like we were running around and had no ammo. That's why you see me trying to use the Reaper a little bit. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. All right, we got to level 7. So the ranking up is pretty straightforward. I don't know if it's 750 for all of them or if it goes up. This, by the way, this is giving you a random thing. So let's see what we got. Hold up. So our random fate was Huntress. Once again, I don't really know what that does, but one day I will, and I should probably just look it up myself instead of being lazy, but so is life, right? I don't know if I should have taken this instead, but so I think this is like one of the first weapons you can get. It's kind of cool, though. And there is an upgrade spot, which we'll show you. Like a major up. Oh, it's right up there. I'm just using this. See, like, this is what I'm talking about when I say you die because you do something dumb. What I'm doing right now is completely dumb. Like, it's just, that's not smart. Using a gun I shouldn't be using just because I want to preserve some ammo. But we're going to go back to it because I do want to preserve that ammo. So we're taking a risk. The other part of this I love, and I'm trying not to read too much, like this is one of the reasons I haven't looked anything up, is I just like learning. Like I guess all right, another story from back in the day. But one of the things I loved, this was before modded zombies or anything. This is still playing zombies on the 360. One of the things I loved was when zombies first came out, nobody really knew all of the secrets that were in Notched, right? So everybody was trying to figure out everything about it. And there was always these rumors that would spread. Like, I remember one of the rumors was when you get to round 100, zombies can take weapons out of the mystery box. And I remember as a kid, I was like, "Oh my god, that's so crazy." Obviously, I never got anywhere near 100 on that map. Oh, I've never seen this gun before. This looks awesome. I love this. Are we serious? This thing looks fucking awesome, dude. Oh, we're gonna be using this. This looks like you just took a gun off a plane or something. Like, one of those guns they have on the side of them, like more of like a helicopter. This is sick, dude. All right. Well, we'll use it. But so back to the story, like you, everything we knew because there wasn't like there was YouTube and forums and stuff, but even back then I wasn't really reading that. I was watching YouTube, but not really reading forums and shit. But I just remember we would be learning things about Notch strategies, things to do, kind of like just on your own, right? Or you just go to YouTube to do it, and someone would have a cool new strategy. And you just get that so let's use this so I don't die. I just feel like you get that so few and far between now where like you never get that experience anymore with any game because as soon as the game comes out, everybody kind of explains the meta of it, or everything is so overly explained to you how it's done and this and that. You never get that. And I feel like with this, that's what this game kind of reminds me of is that moment, right? When I'm just sitting here like learn like this gun. I didn't even know this gun existed. I'm sure I could have looked it up somewhere and they had you know a huge thing about it. I just lost my voice. But instead, I just found it out for the first time and we're going to use it. I got to take a sip of water here. Talking too much. And so that's what excites me about this. You know, like even strategy. I just decided to use the strategy I'm using now on this map. I have no clue. Maybe one day I will go on YouTube and look up other ones. I have no freaking clue if this strategy is is a good one. Who the fuck knows, right? I think it is. It's the one I've had the most success with. So maybe it is. What guns do I use? What perks? I've just been testing things out. That used to be an actual thing in gaming, right? Where it was like, let me try this out with my friends, right? We'd all play co-op. Let's try this shit out. Let's try that shit out. And then you figure out, oh, that worked. That doesn't work. But I'm just going to see how high we can rank up. I'm going to go through. I don't want to do it in this video just because one thing I'm trying to do with this game is I'm trying to give I'm trying to get more content out on it. It's like this is supposed to be a channel kind of dedicated to all sorts of zombie games, and it may remain that. But ever since I've seen this game, I've been thinking, let's lean heavy into this game, and let's leave. I'll probably throw some Call of Duty zombies in there too, and Killing Floor. But I really want to lean heavy into this game and give it some, some shine because not that my channel's really small, but the point is just to show people, hey, this game is pretty freaking good if you stumble upon this video. And I'm just trying to make sure that we have a ton of stuff to do, right? That is exciting and entertaining and worth posting. And so I feel like doing this, showcasing it a little bit with the new update. Oh shit. Okay, we just fucking went down there. Bad. But I love how they give you that quick revive too, so we're good to go, right? Like we're back up. I'm gonna go try to get that again, or I got to stop calling the shit in this like quick revive. Oh my god, we might go down again. Fuck, that was it. That was probably a good place to end the video, anyways. But I want to look and see if they've added anything with the codex. I don't think they did, but either way, it's early access, so shit happens in a sense, right? Shit happens. So we got the Wave 12. Yeah, see, it says coming soon. Oh my god, look at this. This is so cool. So cool. So we're 8. All right. So the next video we do will be on Bertov's Rip. And what that is and how that works and all of that. All right. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you.